Coming up today on Wake Up Whitewater, it's flu season. Find out how to prevent it.
We'll also take a closer look at the men's bowling team in a UWW-TV exclusive interview with Whitewater's own Dr. John Fry.
All this and more coming up on Wake Up Whitewater.
Broadcasting from Conover Studio at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, this is Wake Up Whitewater.
Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Whitewater. I'm Kayla C. alongside Alex Lindblom and Justice Brazelton. It's fall and it's a great time to catch up on shows. Are there any shows you're watching?
Yeah, me and my roommates currently are watching Dancing with the Stars every Tuesday night. We're really invested in that currently.
Making a big deal about it.
Yes, yeah, it's our thing right now.
Who are you rooting for?
I've got to say Robert Irwin is probably my favorite right now. I've got a sweet spot in my heart for Andy Richter though, but
that's
yeah.
Great. What shows are you watching?
I'm not watching Dancing with the Stars, but there is a show I am very excited for. Season 5 of Stranger Things is coming out soon, and I know this one's a very big season. It's so big they even have 3 different release times, which I think it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. So I think it's a new volume each one of those holidays, so I'm very excited for it.
And they're planning on closing out the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's exciting because it has taken a long time.
I know.
Long time coming.
I mean, I'm remembering like first watching it way back in the day. It feels like forever ago. But I like that they're kind of stretching it out. But at the same time, it's going to be hard to watch only one episode on Thanksgiving or one volume on Thanksgiving and then one at another time, but it's going to be hard.
Yeah, definitely a new type of way to release a show for sure. For me, I'm like rewatching shows, watching shows that I never watched. I'm watching Pretty Little Liars. It's silly. It's like a guilty pleasure show. Like it's not that serious. And then I'm watching the bi-weekly releases of South Park. Very topical and timely. So that's always fun. But yeah, like really, really excited about these new shows coming in.
And with fall, it's always a great time to kind of just, curl up in a ball, in a blanket, and just kind of watch TV. Relax. Maybe get a snack, maybe get a nice little drink to binge. Oh yeah, it's always a great time to do that.
Well, we certainly have a great show for you today. We'll be right back with a UWW-TV news update and more on Wake Up Whitewater after this short break.
What does it mean to be a war hawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a war hawk, I stay balanced,
take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the direction of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind
and never quit.
Because
that's the war hawk way.
You can see it. His potential, that is. You see it even when he may not. You see that the things that spark his interest today will in time ignite the things he pursues tomorrow. And ultimately, help him reach new heights. All he needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the Universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities, unlimited opportunity.
I'm Ashley Carroll, and this is your UWW-TV News Update. The University of Wisconsin-Whitewater has retained the #1 ranking among Wisconsin public schools in student experience and social mobility. According to the Wall Street Journal's 2026 College Pulse rankings, the measure of satisfaction with student experience included questions about campus facilities such as food, housing options, and extracurricular activities, as well as the sense of community on campus, mental health support, safety, and social scene. Chancellor Corey A. King states this recognition speaks directly to the university's commitment to enhancing the student experience through a focus on student success. Some UWW traditions that were listed include painting Warhawk Drive purple and running out of a student tunnel at Perkins Stadium for first-year students. Additionally, the university, supporting nearly 200 clubs and organizations, 26 Greek organizations, and a wide selection of intramural and club sports. Finally, the 15 residence halls that engage in a variety of programs to support and complement students' academic and social experiences. The University Police Department has cable locks available for any student, staff, or faculty member to secure their scooters or bicycles. These are free and available for the UWW campus to keep indefinitely. The UWW Police Department is encouraging the campus to help the community and protect themselves from theft by locking up property every time it is parked. For more theft prevention tips, visit uww.edu/adminaffairs/police. And we'll have more news on UWW TV right after this. The Warhawk Emergency Fund has been a resource for UWW students since 2019. Its goal is to assist students at risk of dropping out of college due to unexpected financial emergencies. Eligibility requirements for the Warhawk Emergency Fund include being currently enrolled as an undergraduate student at UW-Whitewater's Maine or Rock County campuses and having filled out FAFSA and taken out at least $1,000 in student loans. For questions regarding the application process or a student's application status, visit their website at uww.edu/Warhawk Emergency Fund. Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Christian Fillauer, sent an email to all students regarding a campus-wide survey on student health and well-being called the Healthy Mind Study. This survey is still open until October 20th. Check your inbox and make sure to participate for a chance to win some gift cards. For more news and other updates, tune in to uwwtv.org. I'm Ashley Carroll, and this has been your news update on UWW TV.
Fall officially in the air, schools across the country are starting to prepare for one of the most difficult moments in the entire school year, flu season. Here at UW-Whitewater, college students have the opportunity to get a head start on prevention methods, including getting their flu shots on campus. UWW-TV's Alex Bartels has more on the story.
College students experienced a lower flu vaccine uptake rate of around 49% in 2024. Many young adults across the country don't give getting a vaccine a second thought, but the campus of UW-Whitewater is prepared to provide students with free flu vaccines this month. University Health and Counseling Services, located in the Ambrose Health Center, has been offering students free flu vaccines each fall semester. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, better known as the CDC, recommends a yearly flu vaccine as the most important action in reducing the risk of contracting the flu and its potentially serious outcomes. It also states the importance of getting vaccinated by the end of October to limit the spread of diseases as the winter months begin.
The flu shot is like an inactivated virus, basically. So it's like a piece of a virus that is injected into you to show your immune system what potentially to look out for.
Students have the opportunity to take care of themselves this flu season via UHCS hosting free flu vaccination clinics. These will be held throughout the month of October at various locations across campus. Other methods that college students have the capacity to do include washing their hands with soap and water, avoiding close contact with those who are sick, and limiting the touching of the eyes, nose, and mouth.
Most college students are in the dorms, so you're constantly on top of each other and sharing everything. So sharing every sneeze, every cough, you're constantly talking, socializing, and that's pretty much how the flu spreads.
With the help of UHCS and their registered nurses, students have accessible ways to prevent contracting the flu this season. The Ambrose Health Center can be found on the corner of Starin Road and North Prairie Street on the UW-Whitewater campus. For UWW-TV News, I'm Alex Bartels.
Thank you, Alex. I just think it's awesome that Whitewater has the facilities for all the students. They can all kind of benefit from, the Ambrose Health Center. Have you guys ever benefited from these at all?
I have not yet, but I went to their block party and got to kind of explore everything, all the rooms and stuff and everything that they offer there. So that was nice. I'll definitely know where to go when I need to, but yeah.
Stay tuned for The World Today next to hear what's going on around the globe on Wake Up Whitewater right after this.
Love to show you what it's like to be a war hawk. Come on! Don't miss out on your chance to be a war hawk
at UW-Whitewater.
You belong here!
UWW-TV has been an important part of the campus and community since 1980.
Not only providing on-air learning opportunities for broadcast journalists and electronic media production students,
but educating and entertaining our audiences with award-winning news, live sports coverage, original programming,
as well as dedicating the mission to developing creative collaborations throughout campus.
For more information, visit our website and like us on Facebook.
Check us out because you gotta see what's on UWW-TV.
Varghese, and this is The World Today on UWW-TV. The United States is sending a special envoy. Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, is joining peace talks in Egypt aimed at ending the Gaza conflict. The move comes as Trump pushes for a new plan to rebuild Gaza and strengthen ties between Israel and Arab nations. While the talks are still in early stages, officials say Washington hopes to play a bigger role in shaping lasting peace deal in the region. Tragedy struck in the heart of Madrid as a 6-story building under renovation partially collapsed, killing 4 people. Among the victims were a young Spanish project manager and 3 workers. Rescue team worked through the night with drones and sniffer dogs as the families of victims waited for updates. The building was being converted into a hotel, and officials have now launched an investigation into what caused the collapse. And we'll have more of the world today on UWW TV right after this. President Gustavo Petro says there are signs that Colombian citizens were among those killed in U.S. military strike on a small boat off the coast of Venezuela. The U.S. said the vessel was carrying drugs but has not confirmed who was aboard. Petro described the incident as a new front in the war and urged families of possible victims to come forward. The strike is the latest in a series of U.S. operations targeting suspected drug boats in the Caribbean. Meteorologists say La Niña, the cooler flip side of El Niño, has officially returned, bringing changes to weather across the globe. The US could see wetter conditions in the north and drier weather in the south, while heavier rains are expected in parts of Asia, Australia, and Africa. Experts say that La Niña appears weak and may fade within months, meaning its impact could be limited, but unpredictable weather is still expected. For more news, check us out at uwwtv.org. I'm Vibha Varghese, and this has been The World Today on UWW TV.
While many remember the UWW Whitewater baseball team winning it all, they weren't the only ones to strike gold for the school in the spring of 2025. UWW's TV Brendan Don Levy has the story.
The University of Wisconsin-Whitewater Men's Bowling Club won the national championship this past season for the second time in school history. And during a difficult path to the finals, the Warhawks had to go to a Game 7 in 3 of the 4 qualifying matches to reach the championship before ultimately sweeping Wichita State in the final match. Current team president and member of last year's team, junior Nate Vanderbeek, recapped the joys of winning it all.
There's no other better feeling than winning those matches, winning those games in that type of field. This was debatably one of the hardest and best fields for ITCs for the national championship, and to beat Wichita, which is debatably the #1 ranked team every year on the TV show, and we sweep them like that. It was just remarkable.
Following last season's success, the Warhawks look to carry over their momentum into the 25-26 campaign and their quest to go back-to-back. With some new faces featured on the roster this year, third-year head coach Brandon Mooney and Nate provided their insights and expectations for the upcoming season.
We lost 4 guys out of 8 off the winning team, so like I said, I got a couple transfers came in, a couple freshmen, a couple of kids that were on the JV team last year that are ready to make a push. So it's kind of the same thing. The goal is always to win, right? So just kind of come in, figure out their season, use the season as practice like we did last year, and just kind of see where the pieces fall and try to make another run at the end of the year.
I think we have a good group of guys, and I think we're just kind of trying to focus on the having fun aspect, because that's what we're all here for.
Brendan Donlevy, UWW TV.
Thank you, Brendan. Yeah, I think that's really cool that the bowling team won it all and whatnot. I'm definitely not very good at bowling, but are any of you guys?
Bowling is hard.
Bowling's one of those sports you kind of got to do it a lot to be able to be good at it. And
yeah,
I definitely don't. I do not bowl enough.
And I feel like we didn't really hear about it as much as we did baseball. So
yeah,
bowling is definitely underappreciated.
It is.
I'm really glad we were able to shed some light on that bowling team, especially. I mean, after winning it all, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and bowling's a hard sport, as we were saying. Like, there's a lot of technique that goes on, with how you throw the ball. It's not always about running or, more physical sports. Like, that is pure strength and technique. That takes a lot of practice.
It's a really big learning curve, and I'm glad it's one of those things. Yeah, you don't have to be the fastest, you don't have to be the strongest, but it is something. It's a lot of technique, and that's something anybody can really learn.
Yeah, and we can learn it at Warhawk Alley on campus. They have the bowling alley open to students, and they also have pool and other facilities down there.
Yeah.
So
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going there sometimes before I graduate too. We'll be right back with more on Wake Up Whitewater, but first, let's take a look at this weekend's weather forecast.
So we go here
on 91.7 The Edge, your station for sports, news, and of course, music. With our extensive music library
of alternative, rock, and hip hop. All for you, all right here on 91.7 The Edge.
In 2008, as part of the renovation, the James R. Conner University Center opened Roberta's Art Gallery in memory of the late Roberta Yvonne Fiscum, an alum of UW-Whitewater. Roberta studied the organ and was passionate about pottery, handwork, and graphic design, and eventually obtained a graphic arts degree from UW-Whitewater. It was the lifetime goal of Roberta to own an art gallery. Therefore, her parents, Robert and Yvonne Fiscum, generously funded this 1,000 square foot student art gallery in her memory. Roberta's Art Gallery collaborates with community artists, campus departments, and student organizations to curate and host exhibits throughout the year. They feature a diverse range of artists from local talent all the way to internationally recognized fine artists. Every full-length exhibit features a reception where attendees can meet the artist, learn more about their work, and enjoy conversation and refreshments. Roberta's Art Gallery strives to make art more approachable, inclusive, and welcoming, with all exhibits and receptions free and open to the public. For more information, come see us on the main floor of the UC or visit our website.
This is Inside the Arts on UWW-TV. I'm Grace Caputo. The Department of Music presents the next installment of Music Mosaic series, Bold and Brilliant, on Thursday evening, November 6th at 7:30 at Light Recital Hall located in the Green Hills Center of the Arts. The Music Mosaics concert series features faculty, community, and alumni who generously donate their time and talents to support music scholarships. Feel the power and precision of brass in this exhilarating concert featuring a brilliant brass quintet. From regal fanfares to mellow harmonies, these performances are a masterclass in tone and teamwork. Tickets can be purchased in advance, in person, via phone at 262-472-2222 or online at tickets.uww.edu. The box office is located in the Green Hills Center of the Arts, and hours are Monday through Friday from 9:30 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. There is a $2 surcharge for tickets purchased at the event. Department of Music events are free for UW-Whitewater students. Sign in on the Ticket Services website with your UWW credentials to access your free ticket. I'm Grace Caputo, and this has been Inside the Arts on UWW-TV.
Have you heard of URock?
We're part of Whitewater and our own thing.
Come on, we'll show you.
I learned how to be a college student here, and now I'm headed off to Madison to study global health, and I know I'm ready.
People like me who aren't a fan of big crowds would really like URock because it's welcoming and it's laid back.
My advisor helped me figure out my schedule, organize my time, fill out my FAFSA, and figure out what classes I liked and how to turn that into a major. And if I had to do it again, I would choose URock.
You ready to rock?
You belong here.
The Royal Purple, the best place for all the latest news around the community and campus of UW-Whitewater. Here you'll find all different types of weekly news stories, including sports, arts and rec, biz and tech, and even fun and interesting things like trendsetter columns and the tweet of the week. The Royal Purple has a full staff to handle all of your advertising and article needs. Ad managers and sales representatives can help you get your ad in seasonal print issues online at royalpurplenews.com and out on our social media platforms. Editors and journalists would love to write features about your organization and follow-ups about your important events. For more information on student employment opportunities, advertisement services, or anything news, contact the Royal Purple over at @uww.edu or give us a call at 262-472-5100. Stop by our office and say hi on campus in McCutcheon Hall, room 113. For all of your local campus community news, check out the Royal Purple here at University of Wisconsin-Whitewater.
Welcome to Jitters Coffee House. Located on the first floor of the Wells Towers, Jitters is a student-run coffee lounge and offers a variety of coffee and ice cream-based drinks and is home to many entertaining programs, including live music, gamer trivia nights, and other performances. Coordinate your activity by emailing jitters@uww.edu. Jitters is completely run by volunteers who can earn service hours and even receive a free drink during their shift. Stop in tonight at Jitters Coffee House, where fun events and community come together.
Get ready to soar into the coolest cribs on campus. It's Best Nest, where Warhawks show off their sweet style. Experience on-campus living like you've never seen before. From lofted beds to epic gaming setups and shared spaces turned into hangout havens, Best Nest is your backstage pass to stylish Warhawk rooms. Don't miss out on the action. Scan the QR code today and vote for your #1 nest. By the end of the semester, one Warhawk room will win the title of Best Nest.
This is Best Nests on UWW-TV. This week, we visited Nylon's Hall, where Lily and Emma have invited us to see their DIYs, plants, and accidental coordination, which all come together to create a cozy botanical space.
Hey, welcome in. I'm Emma.
I'm Lily.
I'm Emma. So first I have my closet, all my clothes. I have my laundry basket back here, my robe, my backpack, and some other bags in here. And my shoes go down here. Here's my desk. We didn't like the corkboard in the back, so we added some fabric to spice it up a little bit. I have my manatee up here. I have a little gorilla eraser that I really love. Here I have my wall art. I have my dog to watch over me every night. His name is Tater. I have fairy lights up here. And I also have my nightstand with tissues if I need them. And my lamp.
I'm Lily, and then this is my closet where I like to color coordinate all my clothes. And then here is my dresser with my picture and my lamp that I really, really like. And then my books for my classes. And then I also did this on my dresser to make it look better. Here are my pictures on my wall. I really like them. They're all like flower themed. Here's our mini fridge and our microwave. And then here's our food cart that we like to try and keep stocked as much as we can because I love to snack. And then over here with my desk is our flowers and then my lamp and then all of my stuff. And then over here, I really like my Lego flower. And then here's my bed and then here's my jelly cat that I really like.
I think that we have the best nest because we didn't plan our color theme prior to move-in day. it just automatically happened. Like when she had peking green sheets and like all the flowers and stuff, I was like, oh, I have that stuff too. Like it was just like the same.
I think we have the best nest because our room is really cozy, and we also have our basil plant that we really love. Her name is Susie, but she's a little shy.
See ya, we're gonna go play pool. Bye!
Thanks, Lily and Emma. Stay tuned next time as we showcase another great residence hall room. Remember to cast your vote for Nylons or any other hall as this semester's Best Nest. Just scan the QR code on UWW-TV's website under Best Nest or visit our Facebook page. I'm Edie Fernay, and this has been Best Nest on UWW-TV.
We'd love to show you what it's like to be a Warhawk.
Come on!
Don't miss out on your chance to be a Warhawk.
At UW Whitewater.
You belong here!
Welcome to the Whitewater Forensics team, where we ignite voices and foster connections. With 3 to 4 hours of practice weekly, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth. From energizing warm-ups to passionate storytelling, we build confidence and creativity. Join our close-knit team, conquer public speaking fears, and advocate for your story. With over 100 awards annually, become part of a community where every voice matters.
As an Army ROTC cadet at Whitewater, you have the opportunity to develop into a great leader while learning and applying the Army values to your everyday life. Within ROTC, you have the chance to travel overseas in the CULP program to train with other militaries, attend many elite Army schools such as Airborne and Combat Diver, and you have the opportunity to attend conferences and guest lectures by some of the Army's top-ranking officers. Our Warhawk cadets participate in many extracurricular activities, Division III sports, Greek life, intramural sports, among many other team building and community service events. Being a cadet at Whitewater is more than just being part of the Army. It's also about being active members in our community and coming together to form a family atmosphere. Anyone who wants to be a part of something bigger than themselves while developing themselves professionally should consider UW Whitewater ROTC. To sign up for UW Whitewater ROTC, go to the 4th floor of McCutcheon Hall to room 417.
This is Best Nest on UWW-TV. This week, we visit Wells East Hall, where Madison and Kendra have invited us to see their collages, coffee bar, and movie night setup. I hope we get invited next time.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Kendra.
Welcome to our room.
Okay, I'm Maddie. This is my side of the room. This is my desk. I got a picture of me and my boyfriend. We got salt lamp. This is all of my makeup, like beauty stuff. I have this little Snoopy like daily calendar thing that I flip every single day. I have some trinkets because why not? Alright, this is my bed over here. I have a Fleetwood Mac Rumors poster because that's one of my favorite albums. I got some lights, and then this board right here, this is my favorite part of the room, I think, or like of my side at least. I just printed out pictures of my family and loved ones and everything, and I made that to remind me of home. And then I also have a La La Land movie poster over here. But yeah, this is my bed. I got my stuffed animal.
Hi, my name is Kendra, and this is my desk. So a few favorite things about my desk are my Legos for
sure. I do love all my jewelry. I love wearing it and displaying it. It's so cool. And then my board, I'm very artsy. I like to draw on it. It's very therapeutic. And then I have my makeup and all like my hair products and stuff because I'm just super girly. So this is my bed. A few favorite things about over here. I have a map of Europe. It's not the best. It's for a class because I'm just super smart. But then I have all my family over here because I miss them all the time. And then over here, my favorite part about this entire room is my beautiful pink lamp. And obviously this sculpture, of course. All right, over here we have our kitchen area, which we're really proud of. We found this white shelf and then this vintage red fridge we got right here. We got our microwave, K-cups, and this little coffee thing that I thrifted. And then yeah, baskets of stuff. We got some food up there, our Keurig, and our sunset lamp. And then we also have our TV over here. And then relating to the TV, we have a list of movies that we want to watch with our friends and with each other. So. I think that we deserve Best Nest because our room has really pretty lighting and it just feels very welcoming and cozy for everyone coming in here. Okay, I think we have the Best Nest because our amazing massive TV, but I also like how it is really grown and how a big open space we have right here because we can fit a lot of friends in here and we can watch our fun movie nights that we have on the board. Well, would you look at the time?
Oh my gosh, it's getting late.
Yeah, we gotta go. Vote for us. Vote for us. Vote for us.
Thanks again, Madison and Kendra. Stay tuned next time as we showcase another great residence hall room. Remember to cast your vote for Wells East Hall or any other hall as this semester's Best Nest. Just scan the QR code on UWW-TV's website under Best Nest or visit our Facebook page. I'm Edie Fernay, and this has been Best Nest on UWW-TV.
Video One Media Services provides accomplished students the opportunity to enhance their college experience by working with real-world clients. In addition, we provide clients local and affordable video options to better enhance their media needs. For more information on how Video One Media Services can help you with your next media project, email or call our office at 262-472-5659.
The UW-Whitewater Bookstore is your one-stop shop for apparel, textbooks, and technology. Stop in for a wide selection of gifts from our alumni, family, and name brand sections. Need to purchase or rent a textbook? Head downstairs to Textbook Services. Check out our new custom shop and create personalized apparel for your organization. Need a charger, laptop, or headphones? Our new technology section has everything you might need. For more information and bookstore hours, visit uwwhitewaterbookstore.com.
The P.B. Poorman Pride Center is the place to go for LGBTQ+ resources, information, and community. Located in the Warhawk Connection Center, while there, you can meet people like Mia.
And I serve Impact as president this fall, as well as working for the Pride Center. Impact is our queer LGBTQ+ and ally organization on campus. We meet once a week, and we do a lot of social events as well as education events.
It feels like I'm way more accepted here than when I was in high school. It is like a really big family.
Along with acceptance, in the Pride Center you can find a little library, a clothing closet, and a satellite location of the Warhawk Food Pantry.
It just feels like a home to me, you know? It feels like my home away from home, and
There's such a community here that is so wonderful and full of joy.
For more information, follow the Pride Center on Instagram at UWW_PRC.
Welcome back to another episode of Wake Up Whitewater. Today in the studio we have a very special guest, Dr. John Fry, who has many hats here at Whitewater, but primarily serves as a professor in geography, geology, and environmental science. So thank you, Dr. Fry, for being here today. Now, I know you pretty well because I went on a few travel courses with you, I went storm chasing with you, I went to the National Parks travel study with you, but in greater detail, can you explain who you are to our audience?
Sure. So I'm Dr. John Fry. I am a professor in the Department of Geography, Geology, and Environmental Science, where my focus is mainly on weather and climate classes. I also teach some environmental change classes. The National Parks trip that Peyton was just speaking of involves around that. So I do a lot of those classes.
As we transition from summer, this last summer was super hot, into fall, can you explain the science behind those changing temperatures?
So our seasonal changes that we experience throughout the year are based off of the relationship between the Earth and the Sun. So obviously we're receiving most of our energy that drives our climate systems, in particular temperature, from the Sun. And so as we revolve around the Sun throughout the year, the angle at which the energy from the Sun hits a location changes throughout the year. But as we transition into fall and then into winter, we're going to have less intense solar energy coming in because the northern hemisphere is tilted away. So that's what drives a lot of our seasonal changes that we experience.
Would you say that this fall so far has been pretty warm or pretty cold or like pretty neutral? How would you describe the temperatures so far?
So September and October so far have been fairly warm for us. So we're kind of running above average in terms of temperature. On the flip side, we're running below average on precipitation. We didn't get much precipitation around southeastern Wisconsin.
And now here we are in October and we're finally starting to see those colder temperatures. So how can students prepare for these colder conditions?
Don't put your summer clothes away yet, is the first thing I'm going to say. Once we do start cooling down, obviously, you know, typical fall day, it's going to be cool in the morning, maybe some mid to upper 60s into the 70s. So it's going to change a lot throughout the day. So layers are always good on a fall day. You know, having that coat on or that hoodie on in the morning time when it's a little bit cooler, but having, you know, something short sleeve or something a little bit less thick on underneath. So when you get hot in the middle of the day, you can shed that.
And would you say this is pretty normal? Like the Wisconsin weather here, like we finally get a taste of fall and then nope, summer again, and oh, kind of fall, and then all of a sudden winter. Like, is this normal?
That's very typical, yes. Kind of fall is kind of, even spring for us around here is kind of the roller coaster of, you know, warm temperatures, cold temperatures. Warm temperatures, you kind of get on that roller coaster until everything kind of evens out into, you know, for us getting ready to transition into winter before it gets into that cold season for us.
Is there any correlation between these colder temperatures and students starting to get a little sick?
Temperature doesn't really play a role on illness or anything and the spread diseases. I mean, you can get what they call summer colds just as easily as you can get a winter cold. There's evidence a little bit that in the winter you spend more time indoors. Indoors, it can, if you're in with big groups of people, that can spread the disease a little bit quicker. Whereas if you're out in fresh air in the summertime, it doesn't spread from person to person as effectively. So that's probably why we see illnesses kind of creep up. But really, you can get any kind of illness any time of the year. It doesn't really matter. It getting colder would spread the disease more or anything.
So you're here to tell us today that the cold doesn't cause the cold. Okay.
Correct. The cold does not cause the cold.
All right, myth busting over here. And then thank you guys for watching. We'll be right back with more on Wake Up Whitewater right after this.
Have you heard of UROC? We're part of Whitewater and our own thing.
Come on, we'll show you.
I learned how to be a college student here, and now I'm headed off to Madison to study global health, and I know I'm ready.
People like me who aren't a fan of big crowds would really like UROC because it's welcoming and it's laid back.
My advisor helped me figure out my schedule, organize my time, fill out my FAFSA, and figure out what classes I liked and how to turn that into a major. And if I had to do it again, I would choose UROC.
You ready to rock?
You belong here.
Matt checking in to see how Sam is doing on his project. And it's getting close to exporting now, the final step in the process. And it is complete, and Sam is hyped. Finally gets complete and spikes the ball into the end zone. Sam's celebrating with his colleagues, and they throw a flag on the play. The ref's gonna call excessive celebration. Sam is in disbelief and can't believe it. He tries to dispute the call, but the ref is not having any of it.
It's always been there, his love of the outdoors. Some days, you wonder if it might be his calling. Truth is, you know that the things he's passionate about today will build the foundation of what he does tomorrow, and possibly inspire a new journey. All he needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities, unlimited opportunity.
Your home for excellence in action. The WIAC Network. Watch and download here.
I'm Chase Keller, and this is your UWW-TV Sports Update. The number 4 ranked UW Whitewater volleyball team hosted their third invite of the season, where they added 3 wins to improve to 19-2. They took down Hardin-Simmons University in 4 sets on Friday and swept both Carroll University and Lawrence University on Saturday. During their game against Lawrence, junior setter Aubrey Cruz recorded her 3,000th career assist. She is the 7th Warhawk in program history to reach that mark. The team travels to UW Platteville to play the Pioneers this Wednesday. Afterwards, they host the Dig Pacini Classic this Friday and Saturday. Friday's matchup against Greenville will be broadcast live on UWW-TV, your home for Warhawk sports. The number 10 ranked football team took down UW-Stevens Point 45-14 on Saturday. The Warhawks had 526 total yards of offense, with sophomore quarterback Justin Klinkner passing for 336 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Warhawks will take on UW Stout this Friday with the opening kickoff scheduled for 7 in the evening. We will go live 30 minutes before kickoff with a special Friday edition of the award-winning Warhawk Sports Saturday. The rest of the WIAC will play on Saturday. UW River Falls takes on UW Stevens Point, UW Eau Claire travels to UW Oshkosh, and UW Platteville hosts UW La Crosse in a top 13 matchup. And we'll have more sports on UWW-TV right after this.
Matt checking in to see how Sam is doing on his project, and it's getting close to exporting now, the final step in the process. And it is complete, and Sam is hyped. Finally gets complete and spikes the ball into the end zone. Sam's celebrating with his colleagues, and they throw a flag on the play. The ref's going to call excessive celebration. Sam is in disbelief and can't believe it. He tries to dispute the call, but the ref is not having any of it.
The men's soccer team improved to 2-0 in the WIAC on Saturday, defeating UW Stout 2-1, and then they defeated Carthage College 3-0. The Warhawks faced off against Dubuque University this Saturday before finally returning home to play UW River Falls Sunday at 4 in the evening. The women's soccer team took a 2-0 loss to UW Platteville on Wednesday and tied with UW Stevens Point 2-2 on Saturday. The Warhawks travel to UW Eau Claire for another WIAC matchup this Saturday. The women's bowling team opened their season with the Warhawk Classic, finishing 5th out of 10 teams. Junior Jordan Norvell was the Warhawks' best bowler, finishing 10th individually. The men's and women's swimming and diving teams welcomed Illinois Tech to Whitewater this Saturday. The women's team won 177-72, while the men's team lost a nail-biter 128-143. Both teams will compete in the Wisconsin Invite this week. Swimming will compete at Carthage, while diving will travel to Mount Pleasant. Women's tennis hosts UW Stout and UW River Falls this Saturday. They will play the Blue Devils at 11 in the morning and then the Falcons at 2:30 in the afternoon. Both the men's and women's cross-country teams will run in the Augustana Interregional this Saturday. The women will run at 11 in the morning and the men will run at 11:45. For more sports news and other updates, tune in to uwwtv.org. I'm Chase Keller, and this has been your sports update on UWW-TV.
Welcome back to Wake Up Whitewater. Wow, look at those rooms. What do you guys think? Anything stands out?
I really liked the one from Nyland's, you know. I mean, being random roommates, you wouldn't really expect their aesthetics to match that well, and they really did.
Yeah, it matched up good. I really liked like the lace. They like framed a lot of stuff. It was really cutesy. What do you think?
I like the lights and yeah, the color coordination, the accidental. It almost makes it even more fun when it's accidental, you know?
And that floral lamp was really nice too. I thought that was really pretty.
Yes.
Also, the dog pillow too.
Yeah, that was
another
cute.
one.
A
That
good
was
way
really
to like
cute.
bring your little lovey.
Yeah, I've always seen those ads on TikTok or whatever where they're like, buy your dog or get your dog as a pillow. And I've never tried it, but I mean.
I might have to do that for my cats.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about that Wells East room, guys?
I really like the movie setup that they had. The TV, you know, I feel like you wouldn't expect that in just a traditional dorm room,
Right.
but that was cool that they got to incorporate that.
I know, that was awesome.
It was
Also,
really
the La La Land poster, a little shout out. Love me some La La Land. That's a
They
great
really
movie.
do love movies.
It's an awesome
I feel like I'd love to go to that dorm and watch a movie.
Yeah, movie night, get
marathon.
invited over there.
Right. Like, what a good dorm for like hanging out with friends.
I know.
Yeah,
I also
I
do
think.
like their little sign. You know, it said like movies to watch. They can even cross that out. You know. Also, the room design for the Wells rooms. I don't know if it's every Wells room, but that little L shape, I feel
Some
like
of them,
I kind of wish I had that. I mean, it seems it's a little more unique.
It adds more to the room.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot more you can do with it. I feel like it's bigger.
For sure.
But
So, what are you guys doing for this weekend coming up?
I have a wedding this weekend actually, so I'm going home for that. Friday night wedding, so that'll be fun. I'm a bridesmaid, so
awesome.
Yeah, I got a lot of schoolwork coming up. In about 2 weeks, I have I think 2 different writing projects due. So I think I'm gonna get a head start on those this weekend, especially because I don't really have much going on. So that's definitely something I'm gonna have to do.
We are in the middle hump of the semester. We have a lot of people with midterms. I have some midterms coming up. I have a couple next week and final projects and stuff. So definitely a stressful time of the semester.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying your first semester in Whitewater, and how does it compare to your previous school?
I really like it here at Whitewater. It's definitely a lot different than when I was at a tech school. The workload's different, lectures are different, you know, a lot more people, but, you know, in a good way. I really enjoy it.
Definitely a different experience, good opportunities, good time to meet people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like that is all the time we have today. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Wake Up Whitewater. We'll see you next week for more news, entertainment, and sports. Have a great week and stay tuned to UWW TV.